Hey guys, Coach Brandon Krause here. Today I want to show you 3 cool kettlebell exercises, right? If you're a big fan of the kettlebell here at Outlaws Boxing, I think it's a very versatile thing that you can get creative with. It really helps your functional strength. I know that's kind of the word of the moment, but it really does do it, so stay tuned. So, a number of the exercises you're going to do with the kettlebell are going to revolve around the clean, right? Let's call it one of the base core exercises. And let me demonstrate it for you right now. It's in the center of you. You're going to drop down with your hips. You're going to treat your arm almost as a hook. And you're going to use your entire body to get it into this position here. And notice it's here on the inside of my shoulders. It's not flared out to the side. And also notice that it came up in a straight line and it goes down in a straight line, all right? What you do is you grab your hand in an overhand position, and I want to simulate, like, imagine I was going to throw it behind my head. That's the action that's going to start this. And once I get a little bit of momentum coming up, I'm going to time a drop in my body to get underneath it and catch it. Again, let me demonstrate. And with this weight, that necessity to get underneath it isn't so necessary like if I had a heavier weight. So that one weighs 35 pounds. This one's twice as heavy as 70 pounds. And now I will have to utilize that technique and get underneath it and land in an athletic position that's healthy on my back. A good tip when you're learning this exercise for the first time is use your other arm to guide it. So when I have people, like I said, trying this exercise for the first time, I suggest to them, take your opposite hand, literally put it on the kettlebell and guide it to the position you want. So I reach on the back side of it and I roll it up like that until I build that technique to be catching it on my own. Alternating arms, sticking to the same arms for some quick turnaround on repetitions, however you set it up. So another cool one that I have a lot of the Outlaws do is a compound movement that really stresses the 2 functions of your lower body, of your hips, right? In one respect, you're going to be hinging yourself and pulling, and then in another respect, you're going to be pushing that weight, kind of utilizing both, like let's say a deadlift and a squat. So it's going to start right in between me like that other exercise. Both hands are going to come down, arms are going to be straight like they're hooks. You don't want there to be any slack in your arms. You don't want it to bend. You want to stay at that extended position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use an explosion of my hips, and I'm going to hinge, and I'm going to catch it. And now from there, I'm going to do basically the opposite, and I'm going to squat with it. So here I hinge and I catch it, and then I squat with it. I hinge and I catch it, and then I squat with it. A really good, effective way to hit your quadriceps and your hamstrings in the same exercise. So in biomechanics, there's basically 3 ways the body can move. Like in a frontal plane, that's like forward to back. In a sagittal plane, that's left to right. But where most things happen, especially where most sports happen, is in the transverse plane. And the transverse is coming through both of those planes of motion at the same time. This next exercise will help you strengthen the transverse plane. I'm going to have the kettlebell. It's going to be on one side of me. I'm going to take my opposite hand. I'm going to go down, pick it up. Now I'm going to put it down on this side. Opposite hand, twist, pick it up. So let your body rotate. Try your best to keep good technique, good posture, and be working this in a continuous motion. So, like I started the video, the kettlebell is extremely versatile piece of equipment, and you can get really creative on it. So it keeps it exciting, it keeps it challenging, and that is something that has to happen in the gym, because you're going to be doing this for a long, long time, all right? So practice these 3 exercises, Set up the rep scheme that's challenging for you, all right? If you can do 10 reps and you felt like you could have did 10 more, well, then you should have just did 20 reps in the first place. Or if you pick up the 35-pounder and it really wasn't any sweat for you, we'll pick up the 44-pounder next time. The idea is progressive overload. Always be challenging yourself, all right? Dig these kettlebell exercises, practice them on your own. Like and subscribe.